What's up, everybody? Mocha here. I'm a realtor in Leesburg, Virginia. Welcome to More Space Real Estate. It's been a while. Y'all probably thinking, where this guy been? Well, hey, I had to enjoy the holidays, take some time aside from my family, take care of the most important business, but I'm back. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. So glad to have you. You've been here before. Hold on one second. I'm going to get right into it. Reminder, your phone is your friend. All my contact information is in the description. Hit me up on my Calendly and we'll get things rolling. If you're thinking of moving, buying, selling, whatever you want to do in real estate in Northern Virginia, I got your back. Today, we're talking about the pros and cons of leaving Northern Virginia. I'm going to keep it real with you, but for me, there are more cons to leaving Northern Virginia than are pros because, hey, I love it here. And a lot of people do too, but I recognize that there are a lot of challenges to living here that, we just got to be real about so that you can make the best decision about what you want to do. So the first pro about leaving Northern Virginia is you get a potentially lower cost of living. Almost everywhere in Northern Virginia, whether you're in Arlington County, Alexandria, Loudoun, Fairfax, Prince William, wherever you are, the cost of living is generally higher than the average for the country, even average for the state of Virginia. And so by leaving Northern Virginia and going to a place that has a lower cost of living could prove useful in terms of allowing you to probably maintain the same amount of dollars coming in without having a higher number of dollars going out. So probably your debt to income ratio might improve just by the virtue of decreasing your expenses for just regular life. And if you're able to, as I've got a bunch of friends that did this last year, in the last couple years, where with virtual work, where you can maintain your salary that you have in Northern Virginia in a lower cost of living area, then your buying power and for whether you want to buy a home or your purchasing power for whatever you want to do as a consumer can increase drastically just by moving out of here. So that's the number one big pro that you can do, is getting that lower cost of living. The second pro, which is more of a quality thing, is just you may be able to find a place where you live that's less hectic, less stressful. Let's be real. It's stressful living here. Everybody's got on their Google Calendar, their Apple Calendar, and they're on Calendly. They're on Slack. Everybody's got juggling a million different things, from trying to get from A to B, to get to a meeting, to leave a meeting. You're late for a meeting, to be early for a meeting, to cancel a meeting. Life is hard. And then you got kids where you got to take the swimming lessons. Then you got to take them to basketball, to gymnastics. And then after that, you got to take time aside for yourself. Can you go out with your homies? Can you go out for a ladies' night? Can you get can you do some self-care, right? A lot of folks are pushing the red when they're living here just in order to it's a fast-paced life. It's a fast-paced lifestyle. Even if you're not moving at the speed of sound like the majority of people, you still are moving at a faster pace than some other places in the country. So if you can find a place that has potentially lower cost of living, where you don't have to run as fast or run as hard or run around as much, that might take away some of that stress that comes from just trying to make things work, and that could improve perhaps your quality of life. The third pro is that you can have more opportunities to experience unique aspects of whether it's different parts of the state, different parts of the country, or even different parts of the world. This new world we're living in, where people are not as tied down to a particular place to live because they don't have to live near where they work, is bringing a lot of opportunities for people in terms of what kind of experiences, what kind of adventures do you want to take. And the things that technology makes knowledge, information, learning, education more accessible, so that even if you go, for example, to a place where your school districts may not be as top tier as the ones you are now, you can still supplement your children's education with other avenues that can help make up the difference if there is one. So you have opportunities to explore different parts of the world, of the country, without having to give up that prime real estate of being, close to work or whatever it may be. And the last pro is this, and I know all y'all been waiting for this one: potentially less traffic. Every single person who is over the age of 18 will probably complain about the traffic in Northern Virginia at least one time this week. Construction in 66 has been going on since the beginning of time. It's not gonna end anytime soon. 95 has got traffic and accidents all the time. 495 I mean, whatever. There's rush hour at 5 a.m., at 9 a.m., at 2 p.m., at 5 p.m., and just whenever the hell they want to have rush hour. So moving out of here can give you an opportunity perhaps to be in a position where a place where you don't have to deal with all the traffic, all the congestion. And let's be real, some of these drivers out here can be some real maniacs. People don't let you merge. Even though the merge lane is coming to an end, they still will not let you merge. What is the big deal about being one car behind? People don't use their turn signals. People put their lives and other drivers' lives in danger by trying to switch through 3 lanes of traffic just to make an exit when they could just take the next one over, maybe increase their commute by 3 minutes. But hey, that's another story for another day. But you have the opportunity to perhaps be free from all that nonsense. So those are some of the pros of leaving Northern Virginia, and here's some of the cons. And I mentioned there's more cons than pros because, hey, I love Northern Virginia. You love it too. A lot of people do, and I want to just one more chance. If you're thinking of leaving, just reconsider maybe staying just a little bit longer. The first pro is that although the cost of living here is higher, the quality of life also is higher. A lot of people talk about this, that hey, even though they have to maybe pay a little bit more for rent, pay a little bit more on their mortgage, get a little bit less house for what they pay for, that the quality of life is second to none. This is the stuff that you really can't put too much of a monetary value on, but it does require money to make it happen. I live in Loudoun County, so I live in Leesburg, the village of Leesburg, one Loudoun. All these places ain't free and they ain't cheap, right, to make them happen. But that's what you get when a place like this is that you have a variety of experiences that you can have that are close to you, that are close by, that you can not only be entertained, but you can also live an active and intentional lifestyle with a lot of variety close at hand for yourself, for people like if you have a family, for people in different age groups. So the quality of life really is that sweet spot. The second con is that you get to miss out on great education. Now, I mentioned how technology makes it such that you could make up a difference if the school districts or what have you may not be the same quality. But here the thing is that you don't have to make up the difference. Everything is there for you. Loudoun County has, for example, Loudoun County Public Schools has a budget of 1 point something billion for the 2021 fiscal year, and they're looking to increase it for the 2022 fiscal year. So your kids don't have to make up any difference when it comes to educational attainment. The education quality is high in terms of SAT scores, in terms of graduation rates, in terms of college prep. And so that's one of the cool things about living here, is that along with the quality of life, is that the quality of the education guarantee is not certain, but it is a lot higher than in other places in the country. The third con of leaving Northern Virginia is you get to miss out on a stable economy. Not only do we have the Washington, D.C. that's super close by with the stability of having the federal government right on our front door. For example, here we have some of the lowest rates of bankruptcy per household in Virginia and in the country. And this is more of a general trend than something specific to the DMV. But with the Great Resignation, with all the talk about labor shortage, a lot of employers are willing to pay equitably to get and keep employees that they want to have. And so you have opportunities, particularly with the employment opportunities that are here. Now there's a bit more incentive for employers to give those positions to people that are higher and highly qualified. The fourth con of leaving Northern Virginia is you miss out on the appreciation in home values. For example, one of my realtor mentors, his grandmother bought a house in Arlington in the 80s for a few $100,000, and now it's worth over $1 million. Property values here increase steadily all the time. Last year, they increased at an average of 14%. This year, they'll probably be somewhere maybe in the low 10s, maybe like 10 or 12, between 10 and 12, or maybe a little bit in the high ones, maybe 8 and 9%. But the appreciation is going to increase. And here, homes more than likely increase over time. And you get to miss out on that stable increase in values. We don't see that much. Even if recessions hit, we don't get that impact as much in here as we do in other markets. The fifth con of leaving Northern Virginia is you get to miss out on the safety and the peace of mind that comes from living in this place. Safety scores here objectively are higher than in other places in the country. For example, Loudoun County is the safest county against flooding, and in general, Virginia is the 4th lowest violent crime rate. It also has the 11th lowest property crime rate in the country. Virginia also holds the second lowest property crime rate in the South Atlantic region. So two of the big themes that dominate the pros and the cons. In the pros section is the cost of living and the affordability. In the cons section is you miss out the quality of life. The thing is that a quality of life does not have a monetary value, but it takes money. On the flip side, it takes money to have the quality of life, and so some people may not be able to make that happen. Either case, I just want to give you the information, the insight, so that you can have make better decisions for yourself and for the people that you love. That's all I got for y'all today. Don't forget to get your free homebuyer pro kit in the description. For me to you, it's always real. Until next time, y'all take care.